Hey, what's going on, guys? Bflattened here with a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about the pearls, the staples that they have brought to the community in previous games, and why they are not included in Borderlands 3, potentially even Wonderlands. This video is going to be going over a tweet that was found on Twitter from Randy Pitchford himself. Let's go ahead and dive into that now, shall we? So like previously mentioned in the intro of the video, pearls were definitely a huge impact in Borderlands as we went along the entire franchise, from Borderlands 1 of Cromerax and the Armory, to Borderlands 2 and the tubby enemies, and also the Generation 2 pearls that we ended up getting later on. Now, pearls were discussed by K6 on January 7th, talking about the Redux mod, saying that Borderlands 3 should have had pearlescence, and he genuinely does not understand why it didn't. In reply to said tweet from Randy Pitchford, he said, "Pearls in Borderlands 3 would have meant cutting an entire weapon manufacturer or class of weapon in order to conform with gun architecture plus memory constraint on certain consoles. Probably old gen. Going non-parity between platforms would have ruled out crossplay forever. Trade-offs are tough decisions." So it sounds like he's saying that the additional rarities, such as like Pearlescence or Seraphs, would have either traded off with either crossplay or other memory heavy influencing softwares on older platforms. Later on, he goes on to mention that PS4 was a huge issue, saying that mods on PC like Redux are able to include this because PCs are able to handle it. He says in reply to Epic, talking about zero impact on performance with Redux, he replies with, "You're not developing on PS4, meaning that PS4 probably gave some issues for Borderlands 3. Now, since Wonderlands is the same engine as Borderlands 3, does this mean that pearls are going to be ruled out of Wonderlands as well? Quite possibly so, because this would be the same exact problem as previous, unless they decided to rule out old gen consoles so that the new gen and PC could develop the games further." Now, Wonderlands has been in development for a really long time, so maybe their teams are not going to be as affected this time around. We have no idea. He also goes on to say that a mod on PC is not the same as certifiable software on all platforms. I wish it was that easy. It seems like they did want to do it, but it looks like that they had to make some sacrifices and some trade-offs. K6 does go on to say that thanking Randy for the response, and that he's kind of okay with white or rare green rarity just going away in favor of pearlescence, which I actually kind of agree with that, because white and green rarity weapons nobody really cares about. Even if you're a casual player or even a experienced player, you usually won't go after these unless it's for some kind of challenge run. Exchanging that for pearlescence would actually be a really good trade-off instead, if that's what it could mean and happen. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about pearlescence, if you guys want them to be returning, if you guys want them to continue on in Wonderlands. My take on it is that Wonderlands having pearls would be kind of nice, but at the same time, I would want them to not be Borderlands 2-esque, essentially 90% being useless. I'd want them more Borderlands 1 style, where they actually had a use as a majority. Also, we kind of have pearlescence in Borderlands 3 in the frame of Mayhem exclusive items. So the prerequisite for a pearl to drop was level 59 plus on endgame, and it's a really rare drop. Mayhem 6 exclusives, you have to be on endgame, you have to be a certain level, aka either Mayhem 4 or Mayhem 6, and they are kind of a hard drop. They're harder to get on Mayhem 10 than it is on Mayhem 4 or 6, depending on what item it is. So we kind of have them, but we kind of don't. Either way, Wonderlands and not having pearls is going to be an interesting theory and an interesting thing to roll off of. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys think that pearls should return, if you would sacrifice something for something else, what you guys would do in this situation as a fan and as a consumer of the product. Let me know what you guys think. My name is Bflattened, and I'm signing on out of here. Take care, all. Laters.